everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Kassandra, and this is a fire element yoga practice. So with these elemental themed classes, we're really looking to embody the themes associated with that particular element. So when it comes to fire, this is really about action, courage, radiance, transformation, really this power of passion. And fire is also associated with this manipura solar plexus chakra located through the abdomen. So think of it as like the power of your digestion, your power center. So we'll be doing a lot of poses that help to activate this space. So a lot of abdominal work, as well as some twists and side bends. You are going to need one block for this practice, so definitely have one block close by. I'm also going to be using a blanket just because I have a sensitive tailbone. So if you have like a bony tailbone like me, when we're doing something like kind of like sit-up motions, I like to have a blanket underneath me, but not necessary. If you don't need one, you don't have to have one. So let's begin just with the block somewhere close by in case you, just so you don't have to get up to grab it. And we're going to start in banana pose, which is a yin yoga pose. Lying all the way down, you can bring your hips over to the right, walk your feet over to the left, and then as you lower down, you're also going to bring your head and shoulders to the left. So I'm making this crescent banana shape with my body, getting a nice side bend through the right side of my waist, and I can extend my arms up overhead, maybe even hook the right ankle over the left. So as if you were doing a standing side bend, but we're just doing lying down, and breathing in and out through your nose. And really focus on this power center. Can you visualize a fire burning here? And the invitation with fire is, what are you looking to activate? What are you looking to transform? What needs a little bit more stamina and discipline in your life? How can you be more courageous? And also, what needs a little bit more warmth and radiance? You can move to the other side, so uncrossing the elbows. I like to just bend the knees so I can shift my hips over to the left side of the mat. Upper body goes towards the right corner, and then my feet also go towards the bottom right corner of the mat. Trying to push that left hip down, just a gentle side bend through the left side of your body. Take 3 more breaths here in the pose. And we'll find our way back through to center. Release the hold of your upper arms and grab your block. We're going to start activating through the abdominals, using our block, placing it in between the upper inner thighs on its skinniest, smallest level. And then this is very subtle, but also very activating. So it's small movements, but done correctly, you'll definitely feel it. Bring your knees at a 90-degree angle and push your lower back into the floor as you squeeze your block. Notice how that usually makes your knees come forward. Realign them over your hips without letting your lower back come off the mat. Just doing this, I feel my abdominals contract and engage. Interlace your hands behind the back of your head for a bit of support. As you inhale, you're going to lift head and shoulders off the mat. When you exhale, you're going to squeeze your block and lift your tailbone off the floor. Hold for one more inhale. And as you exhale, lower back down. So very subtle, but you will feel it. Inhale, upper body lifts. Exhale, squeeze, curl tailbone up. Inhale, hold, lift a little higher. Exhale, lower back down. 3 more. Inhale, shoulder blades off the floor. Exhale, squeeze your block, tailbone up. Inhale, hold. Exhale to lower. Twice more. Inhale, upper body. Exhale, squeeze, curl tailbone up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Last one. Inhale, lift upper body up. Exhale, squeeze inner thighs, lift tailbone. Hold on the inhale. Exhale to release. This time, lift everything up. Stretch your arms and your legs up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your block. Try to pick up everything off the mat. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Give yourself a moment. Move your block off to the side. Feel the effects through that lower belly. I'm unfortunately going to have to move Kit Kat. I am going to be using the blanket. Sorry, buddy. So if you want more support underneath your tailbone, you can grab a little blanket. Sorry, bud. You can have it right after. Just so you have a little bit more cushioning here, it can be really nice. I'm going to grab the block and I'm going to place it in the wide angle between both hands, and I'm going to have it behind the back of my head. I'm not going to have my legs straight, but I also don't want my feet too close in towards me. So walk your heels out just a little bit here. As you inhale, you're going to reach the arms and the block forward. Push into your block as you curl chin to chest and lift all the way up into a full sit-up. Reach your arms up overhead. As you exhale, round and contract slowly all the way back down. And we'll do 4 more like this. So inhale. And exhale. Really control the movement. Try not to use momentum. Lift up. Exhale, lower. 2 more here. Try to keep your feet planted on the floor, so don't let your heels lift off the mat. Last one. And release. Move your block off to the side. Come to tabletop pose. Onto hands and knees. You can move the blanket if that's what you had as well. I'm just going through tabletop cat and cow. As you inhale, drop the belly. Lift the gaze, tailbone up. Exhale, round and contract. And really stretch out through your abdominals when you drop the belly down. Should feel good after all of that core work. A few more here. One more. Coming back to neutral, let's find our downward facing dog. Walk your hands a little bit forward, spread the fingertips wide, and then tuck the toes under as you lift your hips up and back. So you can absolutely have a generous bend in your knees. Think of curling tailbone up towards the sky as you push your chest towards your thighs. So really stoking that inner fire. We're going to reach that right leg up towards the sky. Keep it straight and squared. And as you exhale, come forward to plank. Tap your knee to your nose. Try to keep your hips low. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, squeeze and cup forward. Inhale, lift. Last one, exhale, squeeze. Look past your hands and step that foot through. Drop the back knee down to the floor. On Jnanasana, we're going to hook the thumbs before lifting all the way up. So my tailbone is reaching down. I'm really lifting up, drawing the lower belly in, and at the same time opening through my chest. And as if I'm trying to pull my thumbs away from each other. So the thumbs are associated with the element of fire. Big breath in here. And carefully circle and release the hands. Find tabletop pose from here. So just step that right foot back. You're going to stay up on your left hand and bring your right forearm back down to the ground. So one on the forearm, one on the palm. Tuck the toes under and lift up. So this is like in between downward dog and dolphin pose. If you'd like to add on from here, you're going to stretch your left leg up, maybe bend your left knee and open up your hip. So staying really strong. So fire is about discipline associated with tapas. Straighten the left leg. Carefully bring that left foot back down. Both knees come down to the floor and lift your upper body up. Take a little camel pose so hands can come to the lower back as you lift your chest up, pressing the hips forward. And release. Downward dog. You're welcome to take a vinyasa or to leave it out if that's what you prefer. So from downward dog, we'll inhale forward to plank. Lower exhale, cobra or upward dog. And we meet downward facing dog, so we can do this sequence to the second side. Stoking the fire, left leg up, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, come forward through the plank, keep your hips low. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift. This is your last one. Squeeze, look past your hands so you can step that foot through. Drop your back knee to the floor and cross the other thumb on top. As you rise on up on Jinyasana, your low lunge. Pulling, so a little bit of pressure against the thumbs here. You should try to open through your chest as you do this. A little bit of a back bend. Big breath in here. And let's circle the arms down, tabletop pose. This time you're going to come down onto your left forearm. Keep your right palm flat to the mat. Tuck the toes under and lift up. So a variation on our dolphin pose. Maybe stay here. There's already a lot going on. If you'd like to add, right leg will extend up and you can bend your right knee to open up that hip. So building up this internal heat. Big breath in here. Straighten the right leg. Drop that right leg down. Both knees to the mat. We're coming back into our little camel pose. You really don't need to go too deep into this one. Just support your lower back. Tailbone down, lower abdominals in, and expand through the chest. And we'll find our last downward dog, our final vinyasa. So from downward dog, you can inhale forward to plank, lowering chaturanga, upward facing dog, and we meet downward dog. Relax your neck, relax your head, and let's bring our knees down to the floor. Swing your legs out in front of you. We'll come into a seated twist from here. So crossing the right leg over the top of that left thigh, and you can bend your left knee to bring that heel in next to your seat and just hug onto that right thigh as you lift up tall and rotate your torso over to the right. And you can even engage the neck here. So bringing your chin, looking over that right shoulder. Releasing the twist, transition to your knee pile pose, Gomukhasana. So we're trying to overwrap and stack one knee over the other, right on top of the left. And you can also add the arms, Garudasana, eagle arms, right wraps under the left, either binding once or twice. Shoulders down, elbows up, hands move away from you. And maybe you hold as you are, or you can lean forward into this forward fold. Use a little bit of core strength to lift the upper body back up And we'll uncross the arms, uncross the legs, and come into your twist on the second side. So this time, bring your left foot to the outer edge of your right thigh as you bend into that right knee. And I'm really just grabbing a hold of my left thigh. So using this to lengthen and straighten my spine a little more as I twist the torso over to the left and start looking over that left shoulder. Releasing the spinal twist, Gomukhasana on the second side. So continue to cross your left leg over the top of your right, stacking one knee over the other. Left arm under the right, binding once or twice, and maybe choose to stay up tall or fold forward, compressing through the belly here. Press your shoulders away from your ears. Ground down to lift up, uncrossing the legs. And now let's just come to take a seat. You can be either kneeling or sitting cross-legged. We'll do a little pranayama breathing exercise before coming into Shavasana. So this is Surya Bedhana. So this is a solar breath or sun breath. There are many different variations that I've been taught of Surya Bedhana. Sometimes people do it inhaling and exhaling from the same nostril. Sometimes there's breath retention, sometimes there isn't. So I'm just going to do the way that I was originally taught, that I really enjoy, where we're going to be inhaling through the right nostril and exhaling from the left. So continuously cycling so that every inhale is always through the right nostril, the right channel being associated with the Pingala, this solar channel associated with fire, with warmth. And then the left is the lunar. This is the cooling side of the body. So we exhale through the left. So really trying to stimulate this solar channel. So we're going to bring Nasagra Mudra, or variation on it anyway, where you can bring your index and middle finger to rest right on the forehead here. And the right thumb will be blocking the right nostril and the ring finger will be blocking the left nostril. So we'll inhale right, exhale left, and we'll do that 10 times. So exhale fully, block your left nostril, and then inhale through the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale left as you seal. 1, 2, 3, 4. And repeat. Exhale. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Five more rounds. Three more. Last one. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just come back to a neutral breath rhythm. Inhaling and exhaling through both. And we can lower down Shavasana. Make your way down to your back. Take up some space, getting comfortable. without forcing the breath. One last time, really using this as an opportunity to see how you can connect with this theme, with this element of fire. And considering both extremes of the element. So where one extreme of fire is really blazing and all-consuming, thinking of a big wildfire. But then at the other extreme, fire is just warmth and light and radiance. You can think of just a candle. And just taking a few last minutes right here. And bring your awareness to your belly, to this power center. What we focused on and worked quite a bit in this class. And with this new, deeper, energizing breath, we can move a little bit in any way that feels intuitive and feels good for your body right now. Maybe stretching your arms up. And let's come up to take a seat. Closing your eyes, hands at your heart, Anjali Mudra. And let's close together with one chant of Om. Inhaling to chant, breathe in. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this elemental flow with me. I would love to know how this one went for you, if you felt connected to this to this fire elemental theme. Do leave me a comment below. I have a few other elemental practices here on my channel, so I'll link to that playlist down below if you wanted to try the other ones. Please do subscribe, and hopefully we'll practice again together very soon.